Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sending you tons of love, good vibrations wherever you are on this earth plane. I hope you're all doing well. Just thought that I would check in with you and let you know how my solid food vacation is going. It's been another 10 days and I am now just past day 40 and I'm so excited. This is amazing. I'm doing so well, and I hope if you're doing a solid food vacation right now, you're having the same kinds of success that I am, and you're feeling really good. I can't believe how much energy this cleanse has given me. I've never had such good luck on a cleanse before, but I've also never made it to 40 days. As I believe I said in my last video, the longest I'd ever done was 14 days. So this is pretty incredible. In total, since about the middle of March, I've now cleansed approximately 54 days, I believe, is how much I've kind of fasted for. I guess it would be more like, you're not really fasting if you haven't cut out all calories, but and just for the lack of something better to use, we'll call it that for now. Yeah, so day 40, my acne is it's really good. Like usually, by working outside as much as I do, if I do work outside as much as I have been, the acne will start to kind of come back out, and just don't know why that usually happens in the hot sun. But so far so good. I've got like one or two like bumps up near my ear, but nothing like I normally have. So I really feel like finally I've got my acne under control, which, I'm turning 40 in a couple days. It's time. I'm really sick of it. Um, as for my itchy ears, I've been feeling pretty good. I have a little bit here and there, but it's not nearly as bad as it was, a month or two ago. So I'm getting excited about that because like that's been a real bother for me for the last probably year or so. Um, any sinus problems that I've had also have kind of seemed to have disappeared. I'm definitely breathing better and stuff. Now, I did quit smoking about a month and a half ago. So I kind of combined that with doing this cleanse. And I definitely, I know I'm feeling better because of that too. So, like, let's just add that right in there. Um, Very, very proud of myself. I'm just turning my life around like incredible amounts right now. Um, and the sinuses and the easier breathing has been so good. It's just really nice to not have those cigarette that's in my I wanted to quit for so long, and I finally managed to do that. So very, very good. My fibromyalgia, I hate calling it my anything, the fibromyalgia in this body, um, it's been amazing. I have had so little pain. I've lived my entire life in such extreme pain, and in the last few months, I'm just feeling so different and so good, and I've never felt this way before. And like I'm working really hard out in the yard, and I have a story to tell you that happened to me this weekend, um, but we'll get there. Uh, and I've never been able to work this hard to get this. I've never had a garden before. I've never been able to do what I've been doing, and my life is just changing like leaps and bounds right now. And I just about want to cry. Like this is something so new for me. Um, and I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I'm very hopeful. I've done cleanses before where I felt better, but never had this kind of energy. It's just, just off the wall. I'm working like I'm doing carting dirt and all sorts of things like for 4, 5, 6 hours a day. I'm kneeling down in the dirt, and like I have a bit of back pain by the end of the day. But nothing like what I've had. And I really can't say enough good things about doing this juice cleanse. It's pretty phenomenal. I, I don't even know what to say. So yeah. Um, Also, I have lost some weight if you're interested in that. I am now 136.8 pounds, down from 157 when I started this. So, I mean, I wasn't in this to lose weight. I've actually had a weight loss journey already. At my highest in my adult life, I was 270 pounds. So, I've already, I had worked quite hard over the years, and I've been a yo-yoer when it comes to my weight. But about 5 years ago, I dropped a lot of weight. From I was two 260 about 5 years ago, and I just kind of put my foot down. I was like, hey, I can't keep doing this. So I already dropped quite a bit of weight before, and so like I've kept it pretty steady at about 158, 160 for most of these years now. So I was not planning on losing the weight. However, I mean, I still have a little fat around my belly and stuff, so that's pretty awesome. And for someone who's been a big girl all her life, to see numbers on a scale that she probably hasn't seen since I was like 10 years old, that's pretty awesome. And I still have that, the self-confident issues and stuff that comes along with being a bigger girl. And so it's nice to see that. But I wasn't here to do this part of it. I'm really here just for my health. But it feels good, and it does work. So those of you who are here for that, it does work, really, really good. So, I can tell you about my weight loss journey sometime if you want to hear it. Just let me know in the comments, and I can do a little video on that, and, should tell you how that kind of all happened for me. So yeah, so otherwise, I mean, that's pretty much what's been going on with the solid food vacation. Um, and as for other things, my story for this weekend, I literally I escaped a pretty big disaster with my life, and thank goodness, thank God for that. I was putting some stuff away. A storm was coming in, and on Saturday, and was putting some stuff in the shed. And it was pretty windy, but not too bad. Like it was, I had time, it seemed like. But about 3 minutes after I left the shed and I went to go put the wheelbarrow away, this huge cyclone tornado-y thing came whipping right through past our house and knocked an enormous tree down right into our yard and like right onto the shed that I had just been in. And I just don't know how some divine intervention there really protected me. I would like to show you some pictures, so I'm going to add some in here if I can. I've not done that before, so if it doesn't work, well, we'll try. We'll see what happens. But oh my goodness, talk about total fear. Like I heard that crack from behind me, and I turned around, and it was like living through a nightmare. And watching that tree come down towards me, I just didn't know what was going to happen. And I knew there was nothing I could do. I just turned around and hid my face and hoped for the best. And when it was all over, I mean, I got hit by quite a bit of debris, but nothing. I never got hurt at all. I didn't even get a scratch until today when I was trying to clean up the tree branches and one whacked me in the face. Like, but I was standing there, and I looked down, and there was this like piece of wood, like 3 foot long, about 2 to 3 inches wide, and it had just like landed right by my feet. And if that had hit me, and after assessing the damage that happened to our property, I mean, I am really, really lucky to be alive, and I'm so grateful to whoever protected me on Saturday. I mean, just so you guys know, there's always people working. There's always something working in the background, protecting us and watching out for us. And I really felt that the other day. There was a chunk of wood embedded into our house, about 4 inches. Like, there were chunks of wood embedded like a foot into the ground right near me. And um, and like right in the middle of the windstorm, like I think the wind had knocked our door open, and the crash made such a rumble. Like, my mom was in the house and she felt the whole place shake. And so I think that, I don't know what happened, but our pig got out and started screaming I don't know how he ended up out there and in the middle of all of the debris in the middle of this huge windstorm. And I mean, Len, I had to try and get him inside, and he kept running further away from the house because it was scaring him so badly, and he was just screaming. And oh, it was quite the about half hour situation there. And I mean, I got into the house finally, and I was just a shaken, and I've always had really bad anxiety when it comes to tornadoes and stuff. We get those warnings around here often in the summer, and we never even got a warning. It just, like, this thing came through, and our neighbors and we're all pretty sure it was like some kind of mini tornado or land cyclone. It was very scary. But yeah, so that's my story for this weekend. And I was going to do a video this weekend, actually. I was going to try and do a weekly one, but that happened. And yeah, I just was kind of not able to do anything for a few days. I've been cleaning up the yard, and my neighbors came and helped, thank goodness, because I didn't know who to call. And it was one of those just really strange situations. And we have this huge tree, like, still hanging by the stump. Uh, the entire tree came down, and it took half of another tree with it. So, like, there was a big, big mess to clean up. And I've been raking stuff and cleaning up sticks and moving huge logs. Like, the neighbors brought their chainsaws, and we've got big logs in the yard now. And so, but again, this cleanse and, like, having to deal with that, as well as having dealt with the garden all these weeks to get everything ready. The energy is just crazy. So yeah, so that's my, like, a little divine intervention story. I really feel like I passed a test. I know there's some things coming with our solar eclipse on Thursday, I believe. Yeah, the 10th. So I feel like I passed some big tests that day, because I've never been good with stuff like that. And I kept my cool. Like, I was able to get everything dealt with. I was able to get my pig back in the house. And yeah, I was shaking, and I had a couple moments of kind of teariness, like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know what would have happened if that had hit either of the houses. Like, my mom was in the kitchen, and if it had hit the house where, right beside where it fell, like, that was where she was too. So, and then same with the neighbor. Like, I mean, any one of us could have gotten knocked off by that one. So, and I'm just so grateful everybody's safe and sound. And, my shed is done for, and the siding on my house is a big mess, and I have lots to do to fix that stuff. And, but that's okay, life is precious, and that's what's most important. So, anyway, that's kind of my little story for the weekend. Otherwise, my cousin asked me today if I'd be her maid of honor, and I feel very honored for that. I never thought I would get to be one for anybody. So I've been a bride twice, but never taken part in a wedding party at all. So we'll see how that goes. the you know my weddings didn't go so well, so they ended up not lasting for very long, but it's okay. That's not my journey, and I know that now. So, we all got to just take our lives in stride, and this whole life is just a big game. And however, it's like a choose your own adventure. We're given a situation, and it's however we choose to deal with said situation will define how we grow and how we learn. And I think it's really important to view it that way. Otherwise you get so caught up in everything, and you just let it all bring you down. It's easy to be brought down. I've been there. Um, but once I started viewing it all as just this big crazy game, like, we're all here to learn. And it's it's pretty funny. I look at that tree crashing in the yard, and I just laugh. That was an interesting situation. And I could be really mad that there's all this mess in my yard, but guess what I've done with the mess? All the logs that have come off the tree, I've made a fence around my garden so my pig can't go in and eat all my stuff, and I didn't know what I was going to do about that. So, I just life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It really is a good saying. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of ramble on a little bit, and there's so much more I want to talk about, so I might do another video in a day or two. Had a really good conversation with a friend the other day, and we talked about some stuff that I'd like to, share with you guys. And um, if any of you needs any help or any mentoring or anything, body, mind, spirit, I've got a little bit of knowledge from a lot of different places. And please give me a shout. Just comment down below. Give me, shoot me an email if you need to. I'm always here for people, and I'm happy to help. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Help me grow this up a little bit. And otherwise, that's okay too. I love you anyway. I do. I love you all. I love this world, and we're all going to be fine. And don't worry, no matter what's going on and what's happening around you, everything will be okay. So please take care. Happy travels, whatever you're planning on doing today. I hope it's a good day for you, and I will come back and talk to you soon. Take care.